Well, hello, hello, hello. This is Lachlan Arts, and welcome to Living in the World. All right, now you might be wondering, well, what the heck is this whole thing, living in the world? Well, here we go. So the premise is that it's time for us to stop living in our heads and start living in the world. It's time for us to stop living in our assumptions and beliefs and conclusions and ideas and notions and theories about ourselves, each other, and the world, and actually start getting into the world where all of that actually happens, where we could kind of see what's really happening rather than having it all filtered through what's between our ears. All right. So, a great philosopher, Richard Rorty, said that a talent for speaking differently rather than arguing well is the chief instrument of cultural change. So, something to consider is that currently we live in what we're going to call in our heads speak. In our heads speak. That's kind of the language we live in. If you remember, George Orwell's 1984, they called it a thing called newspeak. Well, the language we live in, to consider, is in our heads speak. Okay. And what we want to do is really generate a whole new language called in the world speak. And we're going to use this show to, at least instigate that and take a real shot at it. So we're going to have, for example, we'll have guests that can come on and debate topics, present topics, but there's some rules here how we work in the world. One is you can't use generalizations. So you can't say things like, oh, those darn Republicans, or oh, those immigrants, or oh, those Californians, or oh, that blue state. No, no, you can't use generalizations because generalizations are in our head speak. So we got to get in the world speak, whereas actually specifics. Who? What's the specific individual? What's the specific thing that they said? So we want to get out of the generalizations into the specifics, right? So it's going to be awesome. Like, no kidding, no kidding. Look, I have no doubt, all right, that this will make a huge impact if we can pull it off. All right. Now, I do have doubt in the area called if we can pull it off. So if you're someone that thinks this premise is great, that this is something that we should really bring to the world that would make a difference, help us do that. It's that simple, okay? You can help us with the production of this in terms of the podcast, producing the podcast, lining up guests, editing, all the kind of things that go into producing of the podcast. You can also assist us with funding. Can't do this for free. Um, so if you can, any kind of a funding, a sponsorship, money, anything like that, dollars, anything you can provide with that, that would be great. And also the distribution. How do we get this out there? How do we, really promote this and have it be something that people become aware of and kind of like, piques their interest, and they're like, hey, this is something, these folks have something really going on here that's going to make a difference. So if any of those interest you, please, 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 we would love your support. Also, please, like this or what on YouTube, subscribe to this channel, and so we can get the audience growing, get the production value increasing, get the money increasing, everything gets bigger, broader, badder, bolder, for the difference that we're out to make here. So uh, that's living in the world, and we're launching this thing, and it's quite exciting. So that's it. Thank you, and I appreciate in advance your support and partnership. So that's it. Lachlan Outs. Oh, Lachlan Arts. It's over and out, not Lachlan Outs. Okay, it's Lachlan Arts over and out from living in the world.